Greetings, everybody. Metal Dad Dan here. Kind of wanted to do a response to Jimmy from the Block, his new video on what happened to Satanic death metal and all that. And I think a lot of it, because I responded to it in his group, but I just wanted to make it a little more clear. I think a lot of times, like, no one really does Satanic death metal anymore because I think a lot of it's just been overdone, and it's been, what else can you really do with it? I mean, 40 years ago, you had bands like the Satanic Panic going on, and a lot of the imagery was really scary back then because people didn't know what to think of it. People thought that was brutal, evil stuff. And of course, with the 90s, you had, the death metal people were scared of death metal, like bands like Deicide and Morbid Angel. And that stuff kind of like, it's tempted for a while, but after people growing up and after so many years, I think people kind of not as scared as they used to be. Now, there probably are still some very conservative people in like small cities, towns who are probably scared of death metal in general, but it's not as what it once was. So that's kind of what I have to say. I mean, there's still stuff bands out there that kind of more pay tribute to those old school death metal bands. So, there's always those, But again, I'd rather listen to the old school classics than just listen to some generic band that sounds like a DSI clone or a Morbid Angel clone any day of the week. That's how I feel. Also, that Possess Entity album is a badass album. I love that album, and I always want to thank you for that recommendation because that's a great album to listen to. So, yeah, just wanted to share that and my thoughts. All right, peace.